Hello my dear students, we have started chapter 3 plant kingdom and lastly we have discussed about algae in detail. Now we are going to start bryophytes. Bryophytes are comparatively higher group of plants just after algae. If we call bryophyte, they may also be considered as amphibians of plant kingdom. Amphibians generally it is the word which is used for frog. Frog is one of the amphibian. Why we call it amphibian? Let us revise. If you have learned in your primary standards, amphibians are those animals which are living both on land as well as in water. Actually, it is concerned with the life cycle. For life cycle to run, it is compulsory that land as well as water medium is used or required. Similarly, in plant kingdom, these plants, bryophytes, they compulsorily require soil, means land, as well as they are dependent upon water for sexual reproduction. Then what is the habit and habitat? Usually they occur on damp or humid or shaded places, mostly on the rocks or where the soil or even wet wood log and very humid places in the forests. They play very important role in plant succession, which starts from bare rock, just plain rock or soil. About succession you will learn in 12th standard. As we know, the bryophytes, they come after algae, so definitely their organization, body organization, their structures, they will be comparatively more evolved as compared to algae. If we call the plant body, it is thallus-like, as we have seen in algae. They may be prostrate or they may be erect also. They are attached to the substratum. The place where they are attached, it is known as substratum, and they are attached by substratum through root-like structure known as rhizoids. So here characteristic feature is concerned with rhizoids. They are comparable to roots of the higher plants. Actually they lack true roots or true stem or true leaves. These type of structures appear, but exactly they are not present. So the structures which are appearable, they are very much similar to root-like structure or leaf-like structure or stem-like structures, but exactly they are known as thallus-like body. They lack true root, true stem and true leaves. Next point we will talk about reproduction. Reproduction generally it occurs through production of gametes, and the main plant body of bryophyte, it produces sex organs which are multicellular. The male sex organ is known as antheridium and they produce biflagellated anthrozoids. So two flagella will be found. The female sex organs, they are known as archegonium. They are flask shaped structure and they produce a single egg. These anthrozoids, they are released into water where they come in contact with the archegonium. So the fusion of male and female gametes, it will be possible into the water medium. So here they are fused and produces zygote. Zygote do not undergo reduction division immediately, but they produce a multicellular body known as sporophyte. Actually this sporophyte will be not free living, but it is totally dependent upon gamete producing phase. So here a special feature is observed which is known as alternation of generation. So sporophytic phase and gametophytic phase, it will alternate with each other, and main phase will be gametophytic phase, which will be gamete producing phase, and the sporophytic phase will be subsidiary. In next slide I have explained you the life cycle of this bryophyte. The picture is given, so you can refer that. Now how to write these points I have explained you here. First habit and habitat, then structure you have to explain, and then alternation of generation as well as reproduction and life cycle. So with these point wise you can explain this topic properly. And how to write, I have shown you a picture afterwards after completing this topic, so you can copy down all the points as such. Now let us discuss about the economic importance of bryophytes. First point, we will discuss some of the mosses. Mosses are one type of bryophytes. They provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds and other animals. Then species of sphagnum, which is another moss, it provides a peat that have very long been used as fuel. So another use is fuel because it has the water holding capacity and it is acting as a packing material for transshipment of living material. Another point is the mosses along with lichens, they are the first organism to colonize rocks, and hence they have a great economic importance related to ecological balancing, or we can say ecological succession. Then even they decompose rocks, making the substrate which is suitable for growth for higher plants like the other pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, like that. So since the mosses they form dense mat on the soil, they produce the impact of falling rain and prevent soil erosion. So another point is to prevent soil erosion. So within these 2 points you will be explaining first of all the economic importance with 3 or 4 points, and then you will be saying that these bryophytes they are divided into 2 subclasses. First is liverworts and another are mosses. So right now we have explained the economic importance of mosses. So this is one of the group of bryophytes. Now these pages are showing that how the points has to be written. Here habit and habitat is the first point, where you will show the place where it is found. Then characteristics, it is also be explained the structure of bryophyte. So under the heading structure of bryophyte you will explain this second paragraph. Then about reproduction is given, where the antheridium and archegonium, which are the 2 male and female gametes which are produced, and how the zygote is produced, how the sporophyte is produced, that will be explained. Then next picture, it will be showing the life cycle of bryophytes as well as alternation of generation, its importance. Here you can see that how the sporophytic phase, it will develop spores, and then spores it will develop the young gametophyte, and again this gametophyte it will be producing antheridium, which is the male gamete, and archegonium, which is the female gamete. Then the fertilization takes place in water medium, and then zygote will be formed. So in this way the gametophytic phase and sporophytic phase will be alternating with one another. So this diagram is not important to draw, just you have to understand alternation of generation with the help of this diagram. Next slide is showing economic importance of bryophytes. So in this point wise 4 points you will be recalling it, and the name of species they are important to learn, and please write down point wise as such which is displayed here. Lastly, the subclasses of bryophytes, 2 classes, liverworts and mosses. So in this way you have to copy down in your classwork daily. So with this today's session we will be ending here, and next session we will be moving for pteridophytes. Till then, bye bye students, take care and do work properly.